Hey, what's up, everybody? Isaac here. So, if you watch my channel at all, you may notice I've got quite a few videos on SOG brand knives. I just like SOG. I think they've come out with real cool designs over the years. Sometimes people complain about they don't use like the greatest blade steel and all that, but I don't know. Osate and such, it works. It works just fine. Same with 8CR13 MOV. I do try to stay away from that kind of lower end stuff as much as I can, but sometimes if I like the design, I'm gonna gonna get it. But they got high end stuff, low end stuff. There's a SOG knife for everybody. This is the SOG Bowie, classic combat knife from Vietnam War, designed in the 60s, started being made by the SOG company in 1986, and maybe still being made. They haven't seemed to have produced many of these since SOG was bought a couple years back by a company, GSM Outdoors. But let's see how this old Osate steel cuts up some of this chicken breast. I'd say it works just fine. You want to put your SOG Bowie in the block of kitchen knives with the rest of your stuff? Go for it. So this knife does have a hollow grind, so it's going to be great at slicing. It narrows down. We got a 1/4 inch thick piece of steel back here that narrows down with to this precision tip here. I suppose you could use this as a hunting knife if you want to. I think there's better options, but hey, man, you gotta look cool while you're out there too. It's not all about function. A lot of folks kind of just have these as collectibles. And I guess for the most part, mine's been more of a collectible as well. It just kind of sits in my box I keep knives in, and hasn't really been out on adventures. I did have a plan at one point to do a review of this knife. That was a bit of a story, but that was almost like 2 years ago. I posted part one of that and never got around to making the second part. Maybe someday. We'll see. But I mean, this knife, it could be a little heavy and such for a hiking companion if you're worried about weight and all. But the sheath on it is decent enough. It's leather. Right over here. It kind of has like plastic snaps, but it's got a coarse sharpening stone in there. It's a cool sheath. You can get these knives. I'm pretty sure Smoky Mountain Knife Works has a few in stock. Maybe Amazon as well, but a lot of places are out of stock on these because, like I said at the beginning, I don't know if any have been made since SOG was sold a couple years ago. I think the new company is focusing on the newer products. which is a shame because this is a staple. This was the original SOG knife. The founder of SOG, Spencer Fraser, had, I want to say, I don't know, a few hundred of these made by, a company in Japan. It turns out the people who were making them, the guy's dad was who made the original iteration of this for Army Special Forces group back in the Vietnam War, which is pretty neat. So, guy Spencer Fraser, he was peddling these around through ads in Soldier of Fortune magazine and going to like gun shops and stuff to see if they want to buy a few of his knives to sell in their store, and that's how SOG was started. Pretty neat just to go from that to being a a pretty well-known brand. I mean, you can find them at Cabela's and Walmart. They were kind of out of Walmart for a few years from the direction the SOG was going towards wanting to gain a little more respectability and not have as much kind of lower end stuff seen at a a lower end type of store like Walmart. So they didn't have products in there for a couple years, but now they're bringing a few back. At least they are at my Walmart. They have several on a new knife mod that they just did. So we shall see what the future holds with SOG knives here. And I'm still cutting away and droning on, but SOG Bowie, y'all. There it is.